Howdy all, Cherie here with another nail art tutorial.
So sit back and relax and enjoy some nail art with me. And don't forget, comment, rate, thumbs up, and subscribe. Just hit that red box.
Next up, Snowdrop nails. Snowdrops are the official flower of January, and they will bloom right before the last snow melts. So, stay tuned and see how I did these awesome snowdrop nails.
So for this design, I decided to use one of the new collections from SEAWEED Gel, the Something Festive Christmas collection or holiday collection that was released last year. So I used Spruce on all of the other fingers, and then for the gradient I used Naughty and Nice, Spruce, and Sugar Cookie. So here you will see me begin to work on the gradient or ombre with my awesome Born Pretty Store ombre brush. And basically what you're going to do is lightly brush between the two colors that meet at the bottom and of course at the top, and in between blending you're going to wipe your brush on a dry cloth, and then you just keep repeating this until you get a nice faded blended look. So I did this on both my accent ring finger and my thumbnail as well. It does take some patience because you need to go back and forth a few times to get a nice blended look. I probably could have spent a few more minutes doing it, but I think it came out pretty good. And this is also where I'm going to draw my snowdrops, which is such a beautiful flower that, as I said earlier, blooms right before the snow melts at the end of winter. Such a pretty flower. So there you have a nice blended fade from one color to the next. And now we're going to repeat the same process on the thumbnail. Depending on the polish as well as the look you're going for, you may want to do this with 2 or even 3 coats. Here I think I did 2 coats each. Honestly, I can't remember. It was quite a while ago, January. Well, not that long ago, but anyway, you want it to have a nice fade and also have a great opacity. Depending on the colors, 2 colors may work better than 3, or vice versa. Just depends on the colors that you're using. Now, as always, once that is all done, you're going to top coat before you begin the actual design. This provides a nice palette for your paint to go onto, and any corrections or adjustments you need to make will not be affected. The polish underneath will not be affected whether you're using acetone to remove the polish or paint or alcohol. So we always want to top coat before we begin our design. So I'm using the CANNI gel paints that I got on the AliExpress site to draw out my snowdrops. And as always, whenever you're doing anything in nature, you want to use various shades of the same color to achieve a nice natural look. So we're starting out with the dark green, and then we're going to come back in with a lighter green to add some shadows and highlights. One of the things that's really important when you're doing your shadows and highlights is to just keep repeating the strokes. You may not be able to see it that clearly here, but you can see the natural look in the pictures. And it's not to be too sharp of a contrast. It should be very subtle. Once I got the stems looking the way I wanted, now it's time to work on the snowdrop flower. Now if you look up different pictures, it looks like a little bell hanging down with 2 to 3 petals. And also through the openings, you can sometimes see inside a slightly green tinted petal coming down from the little drop. So here I am adding some of that little light green underneath. Also at the top, right where the drop starts, there's a little green, almost kind of like holder, so to speak. So then we add a few more little details, and once you're happy with your design, of course, you're going to top coat. So I hope you enjoyed that. I did the same thing on my thumb. And please rate, thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe. Happy painting!